A prologue. This essay is dedicated to the over 6 million Jews, some of which were killed during the Holocaust. However, it is also intended for those some of which have suffered egregiously and horribly for absolutely no reason, no crime committed, no sin done whatsoever, nefariously at the hands of their, fellow human being. Can forgiveness then ever be had? An essay. Where one is abused in personage or body, rendering through the soul lies hatred and vengeance for coarse animosity. The healing of having been victimized for crimes for no reason or warranted cause controls the psyche in rightful defense to desire and to then seek a like-kindred vengeance. Forgiveness is but a relative resource of the most moral fortitude against whom of which have slaughtered the essence of emotion and the psyche of the mind or the blood and bones of then one's body. But if the abuse, also ill-warranted, continues on, forgiveness is never an obligation for the victim that is still retained in binding chains. The means to which we then suffer from our fellow man's hands, the turmoil and pain of the emotional strife, to a degree that no man can ever withstand, continued on without resolve, is indeed the true mitigated criminalization upon the soul to then never be at peace. But to where then there is genuine hope within certain relations, the resolve needs not to be restitution, but rather that of rectification. To change the framework of the mind of one who belies personage and character for no crime or sin perpetuated by thyself is an attempt of change of the one whom of which truly stands guilty in an endeavor that shall probably never see the light of day. In that due course, forgiveness is indeed not incumbent upon thy own. Although it is rare, there is hope for renderings of an attempted perpetuated destruction upon thyself by the pathological will of another. Real change can trump revenge, to then forgiveness perhaps can be obtained. The perpetrators of crime against the body or the soul ought to definitely pay their dues. But if reform is sincerely worth the time for the hope of relations to then be resolved, complicity, but never complacency, for the past prior crimes can, by the better natures of man, be more beneficial than the rendering of forgiveness for reform to then never really to be found. I'm Richard J. Panizza.